and you've got to open up your diary for the next 12 months and maybe even the next few years and plot and allocate time to reflect your priorities. Because I know if you say to me, I want to be a writer, I want to be a speaker, I want to be a coach, I don't have to ask you any questions about it. The fastest way I would know if you were going to pull that off or not would be if I said, show me your diary. And if you showed me a diary filled with white space, I probably know you're not going to pull it off. And if you open a diary and your diary's filled, I'm here, I'm there, look at all these cool things I'm doing, Lisa, I also know you're not going to pull it off. The people who pull it off are the people who allocate the time to do all of the messy work. Sometimes when I'm sitting down to write a chapter, the first 2 hours is just garbage. And I'm like, oh my God, I actually can't write. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. And I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. And in minute 46, there's a line, an idea, a story. Take a little break, come back and I build on it. Next day I come back and I build on it. It isn't all about productivity. Projects over actions are not about productivity. I think actions, waking up and saying, what's on my list today? What's in my diary today? What have I got to do today? That's about productivity. It's about how much can I get done? How much of this list? Tick, tick, tick. I had 6 calls today. I replied to all my emails. I paid all my invoices. Tick, tick, tick. Feels great. Hello, dopamine city. But projects is more about the overall deliverable, the overall outcome. And in this case, the overall outcome would be, can I write a good chapter? No, you can't. You can probably spend 5 hours writing a naff chapter, and in and amongst it, you will produce a good chapter as an outcome. But if you're not willing to sit in the pain and the discomfort of the mess, you'll never get to the big outcome. So playing small is waking up and going, what do I need to do? What's on my list today? What are my priorities even? What are my tasks? All of that is playing small. That compounded over a decade is not what you want. Playing big is to say, I've got a really big, awful task, project, outcome to deliver this week, this month, this quarter. Let me allocate the time in my diary. Let me do some thinking and planning. And let me make sure there's ample time to actually sit down and go through all of the mess in order to get the gem. It's not about the mess. It's not about the time wasted, or it's not wasted, but the time spent going around the houses to get to the answer. It's all about the outcome. So in this sense, it's not about being productive minute to minute. It's about producing a really good quality piece of output, a piece of art that you can use in the world, that you can build on, but you're not going to get it by ticking things off a list. Playing big is the big project, the big outcome. Playing small is ticking things off your list day to day.